Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to share everything that you need to know about Amazon affiliate marketing. We're going to go from getting started, setting your goals and expectations, all the way to making your first dollar, setting up your website, going through the full process, and then making thousands of dollars per month with Amazon affiliate marketing. Now, a couple of quick things to note here. Look, we're not selling you any online courses. You don't have to worry about this being like some big sales pitch. You don't have to pay someone to learn how to do this. This is all free. So the only thing we ask is that you hit the subscribe button there. We would really appreciate it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this. We've been making money with Amazon affiliate marketing for almost a decade now. It's starting to make me feel old. We've been doing this for a long time, and we make over $10,000 per month with Amazon affiliate marketing on a number of our different websites and blogs that we run. Now, there's 7 parts to this video here. I'll list them all out here right now. I recommend sitting through this full video, taking out a pen, taking out a piece of paper, treating this like a class so you can really understand everything there is to know about Amazon affiliate marketing. But if you want to skip around, I'll leave some timestamps down below as well. So let's go ahead and get started with this video. Now, there's 7 parts to this, right? And so the first one we're talking about is setting your goals and expectations. Basically, how much money can you make? Where can you do this from? Some other things that you should know when getting started with affiliate marketing, like what is it? And then in section number 2, we're talking about picking a niche. How do you determine a category of products to promote? How does this whole thing work, right? That's in section number 2. Then in section number 3, I'm going to show you how to build a website, the best place to build a website so that you can start to generate traffic and start to make money as an affiliate marketer. Then in section number 4, after you've built your website, I'll show you how to actually sign up for Amazon affiliate marketing. So they have a site, it's Amazon Associates. You'll see me using those 2 terms interchangeably, Amazon Associates and Amazon affiliate marketing. It's all the same thing. Then in section number 5, I'm going to share the rules that Amazon has set forth. This is really important. You don't want to skip this part because if you mess up and you do something wrong, you could end up getting kicked out of the Amazon Associate program and not making any money or even losing money. So you don't want to end up in that position. Definitely don't skip number 5. Then in section number 6, we're talking about getting clicks and conversions. Basically, just how to increase your profits, how to make more money, and how to get more traffic to your blog. And then in section number 7, I'm going to share some tactics for search engine optimization, SEO, and basically just helping to grow the business and expanding beyond just Amazon affiliate marketing to make as much money as possible. Okay, so let's start with the first section here, which is setting your goals and expectations. Now, as I said, look, we're not selling a course here. This is all free. So I love affiliate marketing, especially Amazon affiliate marketing, for the number 1 reason, and that's because it's free to get started. You don't have to pay for products. It's not like you're opening a store on the street somewhere and you need to pay for rent and all these other things for the store and pay for products and everything. With affiliate marketing, what you're doing is you're just marketing for products for other businesses. So basically, the way that affiliate marketing works, and I'm going to assume that you maybe already understand it, so we'll keep this part very short here, but you're just marketing products for other people, and for bringing them a customer, you get a little tiny piece of the pie. And the way that we track this with affiliate marketing is through something called affiliate links. So we'll show you how to make an affiliate link for Amazon, but basically, if somebody clicks on your Amazon affiliate link, it's your specific link, if they click on that and they buy something on Amazon, within the next 24 hours, regardless of what they buy, you end up making a percentage of that sale, anywhere from 1% to 10% of that sale. So if someone spends $1,000 on Amazon after they clicked on your Amazon affiliate link, they spend $1,000, you can make anywhere between $10 and $100 for that person's purchase, for just bringing them to Amazon's website. So it's a pretty awesome thing to have, and that's why I love affiliate marketing, because you can get started for free. There's really no cost to it. Now let's talk about how much money you can make with Amazon affiliate marketing. So when I first got into affiliate marketing, my first 6 months, I probably made about $200 or $300. And being honest, this is probably the realistic thing that's going to happen to most people watching this video. You'll make a few $100s in the first 6 months. Then after a year, after 2 years, after 3 years, then it starts to really scale up and you can be making $10,000 or $20,000 a month. Look, affiliate marketing, it takes time. Now, there are cases where people can make $20,000 or $30,000 next month or 2 months or 3 months from now, but it's a little bit unlikely. So being realistic, I would set a goal of maybe by this time next year, you want to be making $5,000 a month with Amazon affiliate marketing. I think that's a really realistic goal. It's a bit tough to get to, but it's definitely possible to make a few $1,000s per month, 6 months or 8 months or 12 months from now. But it's definitely one that takes time to build up. And like I said, made a few $100s in my first 6 months. Now we're making tens of thousands of dollars per month with affiliate marketing. So it just takes time. I've been doing this for almost a decade now. But I want to inspire you a little bit because in 2019, I went to a conference and I met some bloggers. These were finance bloggers. And I was talking to them and, I kind of used to think that blogs were dead. And this was 2019. I thought blogs are dead. Who creates a blog? That just sounds kind of stupid. Like, can you make any money with that? And I'm telling you, you're not going to believe this, but I'll show you the articles here. I'm telling you, people make millions of dollars from blogs with affiliate marketing. It blew my mind when I found this out. But I was talking to a guy from the Penny Hoarder. He owned it. And, I thought, oh, the Penny Hoarder sounds like a cute little blog. Maybe he pays his bills with it. And then I go and see it 3 months later in the news. He sold this blog, this affiliate marketing blog, for $102 million. So there's a lot of money in affiliate marketing. And the general public doesn't really know this. They don't really look at this. I don't know why, but it's just not really a known fact of how much money you can make with affiliate marketing. So really, the sky's the limit on how much money you can make. But just keep in mind, have some patience. That's my word of caution there. Have some patience. If you're only making $50 a month, 3 months from now, don't worry, okay? Because you can scale it up. It takes time. And once you build out your blog, once you build out your website, it's all passive from there. So for example, we have websites that are making us, $2,000 a month. And they've been doing that for years. And we don't really have to do anything. We sleep and we make money off of it. And I'm not saying that to brag. It's just to kind of hopefully inspire you, to show you how much money you can make with this and how passive it can be. So one other thing for this section is what countries can you do this from? Do you have to be in the United States? The answer is no. You can do this in a lot of other countries, not just the US, with Amazon affiliate marketing. So if you're watching this video from India or somewhere in South America or in Africa or Europe or Asia, just know that most countries you can access the Amazon Associates program and start making money by promoting products. So that's a really cool thing. Okay, now let's get into section number 2 here, which is picking a niche. Essentially, how do we determine which products to promote on Amazon? So I want to take you over to Amazon's fee schedule. I'll leave a link to this down below. It's the Amazon affiliate program fee schedule here. And you'll see the product categories. Now, this is for right now. This is how it is. They just lowered some of these fees. You used to get actually a lot more for them, but they lowered it a little bit. But they're still pretty attractive. So if you're trying to pick a niche and you're trying to find a certain product that you should promote, this is what I would actually start off with, is looking at this fee schedule. Now, it's important to know that when you are doing Amazon affiliate marketing, you don't want to be all over the place, okay? You want to pick a niche and stick to it and just be the best in that niche. So for this video, I think we'll just use, like, say, kitchen appliances, for example. So let's say that you see that kitchen appliances, you make 4.5%. Basically, if someone spends $100 on kitchen appliances, you'll make $4.50. But if you scale that and maybe you have a blog article that gets 1,000 clicks per week, and of those 1,000, maybe you're getting 10 people to go and buy a blender for $100 and whatever, you're making $45 a week from this one specific article. And then you just multiply that by hundreds of different articles, thousands of different articles all throughout, so best blenders and best smoothie makers, like you just make tons of different articles about that. But basically, you want to pick a specific niche so that you're not spread out all over the place. Imagine you go to a website and you see articles about kitchen appliances, and then you also see articles about like beauty products, and then you see articles about the best computers, and you're like, what the hell is this website? Why are all these articles and reviews all over the place? And it gets a little bit confusing. So I recommend, especially when first starting off, you want to pick one specific niche, and there's room for everyone in all of these different niches. So looking at all of these, I can't tell you what's going to be the best niche for you. I would honestly just suggest a niche that you already sort of like and understand. Like maybe you are really good with cameras, then maybe you can create a blog about cameras. You get 4% of the sales on that, right? And so if someone is spending $100, you make $4 for basically just getting them to click on your link and then go buy the camera on Amazon within the next 24 hours. But now imagine if you get tons of people to buy things through your link, right? If you're getting 4%, And every month, people are spending $10,000 a month through your link. You're making $400 a month if people are spending $10,000 a month through your link. And if they're spending $100,000 a month through your link, you're making $4,000 a month just with Amazon affiliate marketing. So pick a niche that you really like, ones that you think you have a pretty good understanding of, so that you can write articles about it, because in the beginning, you're probably gonna be doing this yourself. You're gonna be writing the articles. You could outsource that. I'll show you how to do that. But yeah, that's the Amazon fee schedule. It goes anywhere from 1%, which is gonna be things like physical video games, game consoles, groceries, at 1%, all the way up to 20% for Amazon games. But really, most of these are going to be in like the 3 to 4.5% to 5% category for affiliate marketing. So pick your niche there. Then we'll move on to the next step here. All right, now we're in section number 3, which is building some type of base, essentially creating a website so that you can gain access to the Amazon affiliate program. So if you go to Amazon Associates, they're going to ask you, what's your website? Where are you promoting products on? So you need to have a blog. You need to have a website in order to get access to the Amazon Associates program. So I recommend doing this on something like Squarespace. I'll leave a link to the best deal on Squarespace down below. It's just a super easy way to build your website. You can do this probably in 30 minutes. You can create your website with something like Squarespace. The other options besides Squarespace, you could use something like WordPress. We have some tutorials on both of those for Squarespace and WordPress. I'll just leave all those details down below in the description if you want to check them out. But you're going to need a website to get onto Amazon Associates, okay? So this is kind of the one area where it might cost a little bit of money, right? You might have to sign up for something that might cost you anywhere from $5 to $20 a month for the website. But once you have the website created, then you can go and apply for Amazon Associates. Now, for the website, you want to build this out a bit. Like, you don't want to just have an empty website when you apply for the program. So I recommend writing about 10 to 20 different affiliate review articles for the blog, and so they can start ranking for Google, and so they can start getting traffic, okay? So the way to do this is, let's say that for this example, we'll say that you pick a kitchen niche, right? So kitchen products. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and we're gonna write 10 to 20 different articles about the best and the worst kitchen products. So maybe perhaps the best blenders in the United States. You want to find things that are pretty specific so that you're not making like really broad general articles, because you're gonna have a lot of competition. So I would recommend niching down and thinking of things that, like for example, go to Google, okay? Open up an incognito window, go to Google and type in best blenders and see what pops up after that. Best blenders 2022, right? And then you go down to the bottom of the page and you see what are the other recommendations, and then you can make articles based off of that. Best blender for thick smoothies, best blender wire cutter, best professional blenders, right? So you can make some articles about this, but write 10 to 20 articles. This is going to take you some time. This might take you a couple of weeks to really build out this website, and then once you've done that, then you can go and apply for Amazon Associates. Now, I think that the best way to promote products is through a website. Like I said, I have friends who make millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars from their blogs. So even in 2022, 2023, you can make a lot of money with a blog. And I think it's better than things like TikTok or Instagram Reels or other different social media platforms as an affiliate marketer, because with blogs, once you create an article, that article can be around for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. I know people who have articles that have been around for 20 years and they're still making money off of them. We have articles that we put on some of our blogs 5 years ago that maybe they're only making us $20 a month, but for 5 years, you can do the math on that, it ends up making you a lot of money, even if it's just like a slow trickle. Whereas, say you're doing affiliate marketing on TikTok. We'll use the blender example here, and you make a TikTok about the best blenders, and you have your Amazon Associates link in your bio. Maybe you can make a lot of money for a day or two, but eventually that TikTok dies off. But your blog article is still doing well, right? So this is why I really like websites, and I think it's the best way to do affiliate marketing. All right, and the other reason why I really like blogs for affiliate marketing for Amazon is because links get embedded into blog articles. So let's say, for example, like let's go and look at some of the best mattresses, right? And we can click on some of these links here. And we can see all of these different things here where they say shop now. These are all affiliate links. You don't even really realize this, but these are all affiliate links. Every time you click on one of these links, this company or this blog is making money, okay? So that's just something to note there. And it's a lot harder to do that on something like TikTok, for example, where you have to like go through and like find their bio and then click on their link tree and then get to their affiliate link. And there's a lot of drop off there compared to blogs, okay? So that's something really important to note. And also to save you some time here, you can just go check out that Squarespace tutorial, the video, if you want to figure out like exactly how to make a Squarespace website. I also have a video that shows you how to make an affiliate marketing website. So those are more like full tutorials on the website specifically. So I'll just leave links to those down below. But if you just want to, create your Squarespace account and make a website in the next hour, I'll leave that link down below for the Squarespace resources. I think you get 10% off. There's a special code. If I can find it, I'll leave it down below for you. Okay, so let's get into section number 4 here, which is applying for the Amazon Associates program. Okay, so let me show you how to sign up for Amazon Associates. So let's go ahead and let's click on sign up. And now we're going to have to basically create a new Amazon account. So maybe you already have an Amazon account. You can just sign in here with that. But let's go ahead and let's create one here. So I can just kind of walk you through showing you how to do this, right? All right, so let me just fill out this information here and we'll move on to create our Amazon account and then go through the process of signing up for Amazon Associates. All right, and then we also have to go through and add and verify a phone number. So let's just do that now. Okay, so just to note here, going through this process here, right now we're on step 1 of 4 of creating this account. But if you mess up one of these different things, it can end up kind of screwing you over. So some of this stuff is pretty straightforward, like your name and your address and everything else. If you have a business, if you have an LLC, then I recommend using your LLC for this. If you don't have a business and it's just you and your name and your bank account, that's totally okay as well. Although setting up an LLC is definitely a recommended option. But go ahead, fill this information out. Then we'll move on to the second step, which is filling out your website, your mobile app list. So yeah, okay, let me just fill this out really quick. All right, and now we are adding our website and anywhere else that we're planning on promoting Amazon products on. So for this, let's just say it's like nateobrien.com, add that. Oh, but we need to have the HTTPS, and we can add it like that. And maybe any other websites that we might have, right? Like let's say, a couple of others. If you have them, you just add them all here onto that. And maybe for your mobile app URL, if you have one of those as well, you add that on. Then we click on next. Are any of these websites or mobile apps related to children under the age of 13? No, they're not. If you are promoting like toys and other children's products, you're gonna have to jump through more hoops. It's still possible, but it's, like if it's a website that is meant for younger kids, then it's harder to market to them because, kids shouldn't be marketed to so much, and so the government protects them on that, okay? So no, I'm not marketing to children. Let's confirm that. And then we fill out our profile here. So what's our preferred associate's ID? Maybe we want this to be like, my preferred ID is Santrell, right? And here's my website, what our website's about. So fill this out as much as possible because people do read this. There are people who run the Amazon Associates program. They look this over and say, okay, like, did they fill this out? What did they write about it? It doesn't have to be a full book. You don't have to write a full book about this. Just write a quick, brief, and concise paragraph or a few sentences about what your website does. And you can just say, I write articles about kitchen products, and I intend to promote products with Amazon Associates in the United States and maybe in Canada and some other countries throughout the world. Then we have to go and click which of the following topics best describes your websites or mobile apps. So for this, maybe we are going to be in the space of food and kitchens. Let's see if we have that. Retail, general merchandise, perhaps. A secondary topic. If you don't see something in here that fits perfect, that's okay. It doesn't have to be absolutely, spot on. You can definitely change this afterwards. So don't get too worried about that. Then what other types of Amazon products do we intend to list on our website? Well, we want to do kitchen and products along the lines of that. If you don't see it in here, that's okay as well. You don't have to click any of these if you don't want to. This just helps them to figure that out, although actually in the section you do. I haven't signed up for Amazon Associates in like a couple of years now because we do everything under one house. But let's say, computers, health, beauty, electronics, right? Go through, select the ones that you will plan on promoting products in. Where are you going to be doing this on, right? A blog, a comparison shopping engine, content or niche website, coupons, right? Well, we're going to be using a blog, and secondary, maybe perhaps something like a content or niche website. And we can add another one as well if we want to. And then talk about traffic, right? How do we drive traffic to our website? See how they have website here specifically. So yeah, Amazon expects you to have a blog, okay? So how do we intend to drive traffic to our website? Don't select paid search. They don't like that. I'm just telling you that right now. I would suggest saying SEO, blogs, maybe perhaps not forums. They don't really like that either. But SEO, blogs, not email. They might not accept you if you say email because they don't like that. So for this, yeah, I think we're just going to stick with SEO and blogs. And we're just going to leave it like that. How do we utilize our websites and apps to generate income? Typically, you know, a lot of websites might use Google AdSense or an affiliate program on other different things, but Amazon Associates could be the only way that you monetize your website. How do we usually build our links? So just the blog editor is probably going to be the way that we're going to be doing that. How many total unique visitors do your websites and apps get per month? Now, I don't want to tell you to lie about this, but I think if you say less than 500, it's less likely to get into the program than if you said 500 to 1,000. So this is just what I did. I don't know, like, but you know, even when I started off, I said, hey, you know, I get 500 visitors a month because I wanted them to take me a little bit seriously. Yes, it was a little white lie. I don't know. Maybe you should be very honest and just say that you get less than 500 people per month. That's what, like about 15 to 20 people per day that go onto your website. So if you're able to get that, then great. If not, then, you know, whatever. But I seem to remember this is what I selected here, 500 to 5,000. And then what is your primary reason for joining the Amazon Associates program? To monetize my site is probably going to be the answer for that. And then how did you hear about us? Well, from Nate O'Brien, but no, there's nowhere to type that. So let's just say from online search, perhaps you learned it from there, and then fill this out. And then we can go and finish setting up our Amazon Associates account. So that's how you do that. I'm not going to click on finish because I don't want to create another Amazon Associate account. We already have so many of them. So that's how you do it. You just click on finish and you would be set up for Amazon Associates. Then within a few days, you will get an email that will tell you whether or not you have been accepted to the Amazon Associates program. If you get denied for whatever reason, maybe someone looked at your website, they didn't think it was good enough, they didn't think it was legitimate. If you get denied, don't be discouraged. You can go and you can reapply later on down the road in a few weeks or in a few months once your website builds up bigger. At some point, eventually, though, they will accept you to the program. On my first time that I applied, I got in, but that was also, yeah, almost 10 years ago. So perhaps things have changed slightly. So that's how you set up an Amazon Associates account. Okay, now we're in section number 5, which is understanding some rules that Amazon sets forth for you. And this is a really important section here, okay? So first of all, as an affiliate marketer, you need to make disclosures. This is actually not an Amazon rule. This is the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, which basically says that, look, if you're marketing a product, you need to tell people that you're getting paid for this, that you're marketing for this product. So this is why, let's go to NerdWallet, and I'll show you kind of how they do it. But you need to basically just have a quick disclaimer on your website that says, hey, you know, we might make some money for promoting these products, right? So let's look at like best rewards credit cards for NerdWallet. You'll see in this font right here that some of their products featured are from their partners who compensate them, okay? So create something like that, a quick little blurb for your articles that you can put at the top. They don't have to be super bold, big font, but they have to be readable. They have to be there, okay? This is really important. You can't put this at the end. You need to put this at the beginning of the article, maybe sort of just like right before you get into it. You say, hey, you know, we're making some money from this. This is basically, you know, being promoted, okay? And that is a federal thing. You can get in trouble for not doing that, okay? So that's rule number 1 for affiliate marketing. You need to have those disclaimers. Another thing with Amazon specifically is that you can't run ads for your Amazon link. So for example, you can't use your Amazon link to say like, do Google ads for blenders. You can't do that, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, most affiliate programs don't allow you to do that. Some do, but most don't. Okay, so don't run ads with your affiliate link to get more people to click on it. So like if somebody types in Best Blenders and they see an ad there, that can't be you. Okay, because you'll get booted, you'll get kicked out of the Amazon affiliate program pretty quickly. They'll be able to see that you're running ads for your link. Okay. The other thing that you need to know, the third thing you need to know is that you can't cloak your links for Amazon. So link cloaking basically is like, let's say that, and we do this for a lot of our different things. Like let's say nateobrien.com/Robinhood. If you go to that, it'll take you to my Robinhood affiliate link where they pay me to promote their financial products. So I cloaked the link. I basically made the link look prettier. You can't do that with Amazon Associates. So whatever link they give you, you just have to take that and you have to use that as the link. It looks kind of janky. It doesn't look great, but you have to use this. You can't cloak it and hide it behind another domain or some other type of thing, okay? So that's something really important to know. So another thing you can't do is email marketing with your Amazon links, okay? Now, for some affiliate programs, you can do that. Like I'm part of ones where we have email lists and we can send out different emails to our subscribers and we'll promote products there. We'll do affiliate marketing through email. But with Amazon affiliate marketing, you can't do that, okay? It's against the terms of service there. So you need to keep that in mind as well, that you can't have your Amazon link in an email that you're sending to anyone. It's just against the rules, okay? And another thing also very important, look, don't purchase things from your own Amazon affiliate link. People are tempted to do this, but they can see like your IP address, for example, or they can see your name and be like, hey, Nate, you're buying Amazon products after clicking on your Amazon link, and they'll kick you out of the program. Okay, so you don't want to get kicked out of the program. I suggest reading through their terms of service line by line to make sure that you don't get on their bad side. I've actually gotten kicked out of the program, and it was really hard to get back in. But for most people, if you get kicked out, you probably won't get back in. I just got really lucky that I was able to email a lot of people and somebody let me back into the program. I said, look, I'm sorry. I didn't know that I was doing this against the terms of service. I forget what it was that I was doing, but they didn't like it and they canceled me. They said, no more, and suddenly my income went to zero. Kind of scary, but luckily I got back in. So make sure you read those terms of service, really important. Okay, so now we're getting into the last section here, which is 6 and 7. We're talking about essentially how to get more clicks, how to get more conversions, how to create blog articles, and most importantly, figure out search engine optimization or SEO. Basically, how do we write articles that are gonna get a lot of people reading them, right? Like if I write an article about, just titled Best Blenders in 2022, I mean, there's so much competition on that. Like, let's just Google it, right? Best Blenders in 2022. Look how much competition there is. There's all these ads, there's all these different articles from big things like TechRadar. So each one of these articles is probably making thousands of dollars per month because it's such a searched for term, like Best Blenders. It's getting so many people searching that on Google every month. And so all these different articles, all these different websites, it's really hard to rank for this. Like look at just these websites, foodnetwork.com, cnet.com, tomsguide.com, techradar.com. These are really big websites that all make millions of dollars. So what Google does, and you need to understand search engine optimization here, Google says, how much can we trust this website? How legitimate is this website? And so if they're thinking about which results to show first for a term like this, they say, well, we know TechRadar, we know it's reputable, they've been around for a long time, and a lot of people go to their site, so therefore they are reputable, we need to put them at the top, versus maybe you, which is like Nate's foodreviews.com. Well, who the hell is Nate, right? They don't know who I am. Google doesn't know me. They don't trust me. And so they're going to say, all right, well, should we promote Nate's article or should we put TechRadar at the top of this search result? And 9 times out of 10, they're going to pick TechRadar or these big companies and these big websites over some small little affiliate blog that you just created yesterday. See how that works and why they wanted it to have those reputable ones at the top. So it's hard to break into it. If you just create a blog, it's hard to rank, and you might be ranking on page like number 11 or page number 12 for a term like this, and it's kind of discouraging, but you can fight your way through and get your way up to the point where you're able to rank number 1 for some of these search terms. So how do we do that? I recommend using something called SEMrush or SEMrush. I'll leave a link to that down below, but basically here, I'll show you how to use it. It helps you to determine how you're going to rank for certain articles, and then also just help you like figure out titles and different topics to write about that maybe are underserved and are easier to rank for on something like Google. All right, so this tool is really great. It is expensive, so you don't have to get it right away, although I will leave a link to it down below if you want to check it out and look at the pricing. But you can really do a lot with SEMrush, okay? So let's say, for example, that you find a blog that you want to better understand and you want to kind of see like where they're getting their traffic from. You can really peel back the layers here and figure this out. So let's say that, let's go over to best blenders for protein shakes, right? And we'll find a website that is ranking pretty high here, and then we can actually just kind of like see what they're doing. All right, so here's one, don'twasteyourmoney.com, right? The best blenders for protein shakes 2022, right? They have all these different reviews for all these different products, right? So here's what I suggest doing. On something like SEMrush, we can go and we can look at don'twasteyourmoney.com. We can type this in to SEMrush here. So just copy the domain, paste it here in SEMrush, and search for the domain. And now what they're going to do is, and this is why this tool is expensive, and like I said, you don't have to get it right away, but as you grow your blogs and your websites and your affiliate marketing career, you'll probably want to spend money on it because it's really great. So this website right here, this basically estimates how well that site is doing, right? So we found a potential competitor, right, for someone who's writing about blenders, and now we're kind of peeling back the layers and seeing, okay, they're getting about 1.3 million organic search traffic hits per month, and they have 1.2 million backlinks. Backlinks are kind of confusing. I won't get into that now for you. You can see how their website has been growing, right? It's been growing really well over the past couple of years here. But then the coolest thing here is looking at their keywords, right? Here's things that they rank for on their keywords like bento box and blacklight and deep fryer. They rank really high for a lot of these different things. But go through something like this. I believe there's a free trial for SEMrush. If there is, I'll let you know down below in the description as well, of course. You can see who their main competitors are, the competitive positioning map. I mean, there's just so many features here that are really going to help you take your website to the next level. But let's say that we want to do something like keyword research, right? And this is really important. So we can click on keyword overview here. And we can enter a keyword, and let's say for this, let's say best blenders. We can search for that. And we will get a good look at different keywords for blenders, right? So here we are. We can see that the volume on that is 9.9 thousand searches for best blenders. Now, this is all estimated. Obviously, SEMrush does not have the data from Google, but they're pretty accurate from what I've found on this. So when somebody searches for best blenders, right, there's 9.9 thousand people per month searching for that in the US. Globally, there's 25.4 thousand people searching for that monthly. We can see the trend. We can see how much people spend on average for ads for it, the amount of results that show up here, 54 million, right? But then we can look at keyword variations, and this is where it really gets good. Keyword variations and related keywords. So let's go and look at all of the related keywords here, and this can help give us some ideas for other potential article titles to be a little bit more creative, maybe ones that have less competition on them, because if we just make an article about best blenders, it's going to be really, really competitive, right? So we want to find something that has a low keyword difficulty. So in the red here, we see keyword difficulty 72. This means you need a lot of high quality referring domains, optimized content. It's going to be hard. But you can see that the keyword difficulty gets easier as we go down here. And I suggest finding ones that have a keyword difficulty that are maybe 50 or below. It's going to be easier to rank for those on Google, and you'll be able to rank a lot faster on them on Google. Okay, now if you don't want to use something like SEMrush, you can also use the good old trusty Google to figure things out here as well. So if we just go to Google and we can see what they fill in the blanks after we type something in, right? So let's say, for example, we're thinking about the next articles to write or how to title an article, best blenders, and then instead of hitting enter and search, you just click space and you see what recommended things pop up next. This is just like a timeless way to figure out different keywords for something like that. Best blenders for smoothies and shakes and ice and soups and juices, right? So the key here for creating your blog, trust me on this, your first 10 to 20 articles, you want them to be pretty specific. Make them as like specific as possible so that it's not just like one big broad best blenders. You want it to be best blenders for smoothies and soups and juices for women, for men. You want it to be pretty specific so that you can rank and there's not a lot of competition here. Like let's say best blenders and right here for smoothies and juices. Now you're going to see the quality of websites on here are not going to be as crazy as the ones that we saw before. So that's a great way just to get started with creating those articles. And then set a schedule, a calendar basically for creating new articles. Look, they take time to rank. They might take 3 or 4 or 5 months to rank, but they will start ranking eventually, and that's when you'll start making your money. So I suggest setting a calendar where maybe you're able to write 2 articles per week. And by the time next year rolls around, this time next year, you're gonna have 104 articles written if you write 2 articles per week. Imagine 104 affiliate articles stuffed with Amazon affiliate links all throughout, how much money that could be potentially bringing you at this time next year. So that's really what I hope you can do. It's something really exciting. We have lots of videos on this channel that help you with building websites, help you with different types of affiliate marketing outside of Amazon affiliate marketing, if that's something that you're interested in. So we will leave links to all of those below as well, of course. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it to be somewhat valuable. Go ahead, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. Feel free to shoot me a message. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And I really do wish everyone the best of luck.